question was, if you have a dominant male who is taking a submissive through a spanking for punishment purposes, how do you know when enough is enough? How do you know in a spanking scene, a punishment scene, how do you know when enough is enough? What signs should you watch out for was essentially the question. And so the question that I initially thought of to volley back to this is, what is your objective as the dominant in this punishment spanking? What's your objective? And I listed two different objectives. The first one being, is the objective for this punishment that I'm going to inflict so much pain that it's not going to stop until I fucking hear your safe word? Is that your objective? Are you wanting to inflict that much physical pain where the presence of that safe word needs to be spoken in order for that enough is enough point to be reached? Is that your objective, where even if they're whining, even if they're crying, even if they're saying sorry, unless they call that safe word, the limit hasn't been reached? And that is what we're here for. I want to inflict enough fucking pain that you'll remember not to fucking do that again. So that is that's number one. So second, is that your objective, or is your objective remorse? Is your objective in this spanking session that you're administering as a punishment, you want to see that submissive break down emotionally, and you want to see genuine repentance and humility on the part of your submissive? The objective is different. And so to me, if it's enough is enough, what's the point where enough is enough? Well, if your objective as the dominant is to inflict so much physical pain where your submissive must call their safe word in order for this spanking to stop, then that is enough when you hear that safe word. But if you're going into this looking for that remorse, that contrition, looking for some tears, looking for, I'm so sorry, I will never do that again. I understand now how bad I was, how wrong I was, how much I disrespected you. I don't want to be disobedient again. I'm so sorry, sir. Like, all of that, if that's what you're looking for, then those are the signs that you look out for. You're looking for the tears and the remorse and the contrition. So what's to stop her from just calling it at the beginning? Well, she very well might. But that then, if your submissive is calling their safe word unnecessarily, then that is topping from the bottom manipulation and safe word abuse. At which point you need to discipline that effectively and train that behavior out of your submissive. Just because, you know what, you're still the dominant. If your submissive calls their safe word prematurely, if they're trying to top from the bottom, if they're trying to manipulate, if they're trying to use their safe word inappropriately and it's crossed the line into safe word abuse, you're still the dominant. You can't handle that? Don't be intimidated by a submissive. Don't be intimidated by a submissive. If that's what happens in the scene, then you're going to have to rethink your level of submissive training here. But that should be a very, very well-established point of training. That's like a law. That's like, you do not abuse your safe word ever, because the dominant can't trust you. And so that's a point of training. If a submissive dares to do that, then you need to train your submissive. You absolutely need to stop and train that submissive and go, wait a minute, that is not going to fly. And perhaps don't do a scene with them again until you can trust them. That's really going to hurt that submissive who's trying to manipulate you.